Hi everyone, it's Razor, and welcome to my first impressions video of the new-ish DayZ map, Caribou. This is all post-commentary over some highlights of a session that I played the other day, for the best part of a day to be honest, but this is my very first time ever on the map. I'm just trying to give you an insight of the map itself, how it looks, what my opinions on it are, what my thoughts on it. I will get to some combat later on in the video, but for now this map is fantastic. You know, I'm not going to lie, it is one of my favourite maps so far, and like I said, I've only played it a very short amount of time, so how that lasts I don't know, but the immersion is fantastic. The map itself was designed specifically for DayZ, so everything about it is apocalyptic, it's all run down, it's overgrown, it's first person only as well on every server I've played on, so that really does get you immersed into the experience. It's not to everyone's taste, but it is the same for everyone, so it's great. The map itself is supposedly an island in between America and Russia that had been abandoned after some kind of war, and then obviously taken over by infected. It's an old oil field, and oil being the cause of most wars these days, apart from religion. We're not going to go into the politics behind war. Just going into the map itself, you can see it's not very big. In fact, it's pretty damn small. It's not UTES small by any stretch, but it is a small map. You can see there's an airfield down here on the western side. There's quite a few towns spread around, and settlements and things. One of the great things with this, the map itself I should say, when you press your map to open it, M, default, the map zooms in, zeroes in on where you are. So even if you're not sure where you are or where you spawn, if you press map it puts you kind of in the centre of it. So this particular spawn, I spawned up here, and the airfield, if I just set a marker for that, is, I think it's about 3.5k away. 3.5, yeah, 3.5k. That, you know, considering I'm near enough the opposite side of the map, isn't that far, so you can get some kind of idea of the scale of it. But yeah, that's the map. And wherever you spawn on it, you're never going to be more than a few hundred metres from a spawn point, from a settlement of some kind. And you know, every settlement on this has a military spawn point in it. Be it a barracks, be it some tents, be it a fire station. There is military loot everywhere on it, and I mean everywhere. Now whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, you'll have to wait and see. But just coming on to some other shots of the map, it looks beautiful. The time zone on the map has been locked at 7 PM, so the time doesn't change, it doesn't go dark. This would be an awesome map at night. It's awesome might be one way of putting it anyway. But yeah, it would be a stunning map at night, but this time that they've set it at, everything looks beautiful. And as you can see from up here, there are settlements everywhere you look. Like I just mentioned, near enough every settlement on here has some kind of military spawn on it. Yes, there is a helicopter on the roof of that, and no, it didn't work. It just looks stunning. It looks proper abandoned. Just how a map from DayZ should be. Proper apocalyptic. Like I say, with the mist that rolls over, the time being set to 7 PM, just as the sun's about to go down. And the fact that coupled with the first person, I've said it before, but it's very immersive, and I like it. And there is stuff everywhere. You're never going to be more than a couple of 100 metres from finding something useful. There are absolute shed load of new buildings on it as well. I say new, I think they have got permission to use these from the DayZ guys. So a lot of the buildings that are enterable here, they have been in DayZ on Podgorsk and Chernihiv. That includes the hospital that you can go through every floor on near enough. But yeah, just like the fact that the loot placings as well is realistic. You know, there's loot on stuff, there's loot under things. It's not just a pile in the middle of the floor. You have to proper search to find the right stuff. Which is, again, is how DayZ should be, and how I believe standalone's going, if that ever exists. But yeah, wherever you walk, wherever you go, there are buildings, even the little scattered buildings like this one here, that you never think, even looking at on Chernihiv or most other DayZ mods. Well, even though I've got a weapon at the minute, this one does have one right on the front door. There's not a lot else exciting in it, but even so, there is literally stuff everywhere. And again, loot hidden in the right places, on desks, under desks. Another building here. This is just a normal house in the middle of nowhere, but you can get in it. I know that sounds ridiculous if someone's not used to playing DayZ. And this guy decided he wanted to keep his shotgun shells with his milk, just like most people do. Must be a farmer. All farmers have milk and shotgun shells next to each other, don't they? And tractors. He didn't have a tractor though. Or if he did, it was long gone. But yeah, it's just new. It's good. We like it. The zombies are a pain in the arse too, as you'll see later. And again, this is another newish building. Again, I think it's been on a few other mods, but the fact that you can just get in anything anywhere is great. Quite sure why there's a campfire on the roof, mind you. But there is also a Makarov and a Lee Enfield, which will do. But you know where this is going, don't you, if you've not played it already? You know, if you put a small map with a shitload of weapons everywhere on it, it's only going to turn into one thing. A complete clusterfuck. But yes, helicopters. There are freaking helicopters everywhere on it. I mean, everywhere. None of them bloody work. This one didn't work. There's another one across the way that didn't work either. Suppose if you were in a group, the squad, and you had the time to find this stuff and fix these up, it would be really useful. But playing on your own, that's a dangerous way to play it. Right, this is back to my very first ever spawn now. Literally within a few hundred metres of the spawn I found a barracks. Wasn't much in here, I thought. Clothing on this as well. If you get some decent skins, and you have to deal with this zombie first. But yeah, when you get some decent skins, when you put them on, they actually give you some kind of protection. Close quarter melee combat in armour is brilliant. But yeah, when I actually managed to get this on, the little message comes up saying how much protection it gives you for the head and body. So each new skin that you get has a different damage protection, which again, that's really cool. It's new, it's different. The loot spawns in the barracks as well are quite intuitive. There's actually beds in the barracks for a start, and some of the kit. Look, this room looks empty at first. Get under the bed. What's that? It's a satchel charge. Fucking brilliant. I'm going to blow stuff up. I would like a weapon from here, admittedly. The only weapon I could find didn't have any ammo for it, and that's what I was actually searching for, some ammo for the AK that's just out here. I think there is. Somewhere. A dead zombie. But yeah, that AK there, that's all I was looking for really, was some ammo for this. I couldn't find any. But I thought, bugger it, I've got a satchel charge, I'll go blow shit up. See what I can go and destroy. But, alas, me with my baseball bat must have looked really threatening to that guy with his machine gun. I thought, is this the way it's going to go? Yes, it was the way it's going to go. Which brings me on to the first problem I've got with this. Not with the map. Admittedly, it's not the map's fault. The map is brilliant. It's designed to give an immersive atmosphere and really good quality close quarter combat. Now, at this stage here, I'm just checking over my shoulders, but there is snipers. This is above the airfield. There are some snipers around here somewhere, which I'm trying to hunt for, which is why I'm creeping slowly. So keep checking behind me. It's not easy with no third person, but it does make it exciting. And then this. Shit, someone behind me. And that's the biggest problem I've got with close quarter combat on armour. We both died. And that happened countless times. These are just a few more examples of how, you know, forcing people close quarters shows up errors, not errors, but, you know, problems with the game itself. Again, this guy, me and my Winchester, in with whatever gun he had. Both get killed at the same time. Now again, I know there's a guy in this fire station. I'm at the airfield this time again. I know there's a guy in it. I could just hear him reload then. He might have been able to hear it too if I wasn't talking over it. So I know he's up there. In my head, this is going brilliantly. I'm going to spark him out with a baseball bat, take all his stuff, and I'll be fully geared. If I could find a gun down here to take up there and help me with that, would be a bonus. And there is an AK just here. And that was a DMR shot or something from the other side of the map trying to shoot this guy that's up here as well. So I know there's definitely someone up here. He is! Again, how do we both die? You can't have a map that's close quarters and it doesn't work on close quarters. Both die. Goddamn game. There are other ways to die in this, and that's to make stupid decisions. I knew there were people in this fire station. Again. So, oh shit, there's someone right behind me. Now, admittedly, I got stupidly lucky there, and I should have realised that, you know, you get away while you can. You got away with that one. Admittedly, he did hit me, started bleeding, but I didn't die from it. Talking about stupid decisions costing you in this. What I should have done was just taken his gun and fucked off, because I knew there were still people around. But I got greedy. Right, now, run away. Don't check his gear again. You don't need any more. Too late. Don't underestimate the zombies on this either. This is a combination of stupid decision making and really powerful zombies. There are an absolute shitload of them. And they are strong. I mean, really powerful. Again, don't go into a barracks with a shitload of zombies when you can't get away. Look how low my health is now, 5%. I think I've kind of got away with it. Again, not wanting to be greedy and checking the rest of these while I've got bugger all health, I decided to just make a run for it. Okay. It wasn't all bad though. This was quite entertaining. I'll cut to game audio now. Hey man. Alright.
You're gonna get fucked.
I'm gonna get fucked, am I? I know you've only got a thumper. Get fucked on that, Sonny Jim. See, it doesn't always go bad. I'm approaching a castle now with a micro Uzi. The tiniest little Uzi you can get. Shit. Right, God knows how I got away with that, but I did. The combination of him having to reload and the server lagging just at the wrong time for us both meant that I won that fight. So coming here to bandage up, shit, there's another guy up there. So what am I going to do now? I'll take him out with a micro Uzi as well. Fuck knows how I survived that. I did pass out, but I do survive that. That guy up there did have a blood bag on him, and on this server you can self blood bag, which helped. So I did get that blood bag off him. I did go actually and get the loot off that other guy. He had a M4 version of an M4, and he also had an M40 sniper rifle, which, you know, completely geared and set. But then literally 30 seconds later, while I was in my map looking for where to go, I got shot in the back of the head. So really sad story, but that's just the way this map seems to be going. And again, God knows how I survived that. This is heading back towards the airfield now. I did hear some shooting over at the airfield, so I thought I'd come over and see what's going on with it. and see if I can get involved. There is a guy on the hill over there. Now this is the sort of range where armour combat does work. Or does for me anyway. And that guy's completely oblivious to the fact that I'm here. Just waiting for the right time to take my shot. Could have taken it earlier I suppose, but... But it works out in the end, and I get turned into a dirty bandit. I did go and check that guy because it sounded like he had a DMR, but it was an M14 he had. I took it anyway and put it in my backpack because I do like an M14. And carried over to the airfield, where I can still hear people shooting. I know there's people sniping down on the airfield. So I thought it's my chance to try and take some of these snipers out. Again, sneaking round, checking over your shoulder. Make sure there's no one behind you. Surprise, motherfucker. I'll teach you for camp of the airfield out, son. I did take his weapon because it was really cool. It was an M4 with the dual scope on it. The scope and the red dot. So that was nice. I'll have that. I decided to head round to the opposite side of the airfield to try and clear out the hills over there. Because I knew there were people over there. Because I'd seen them or heard them. So I decided to go and see if I could clear that side out as well. By the time I got there was only a dead body. And again, greed got the better of me, because I think he's got a massive sniper rifle there. And he did, he had an M40 and a Dragunov SVD in his backpack. But there was no ammo for it. And then typically, that happens on this. When you're playing alone, you're busy looting somebody. And you get shot. And that's just the way that it went, really. So I suppose in summary, the map is brilliant. I really like it. It looks beautiful. I mean, look at the airfield here. It's really a proper abandoned airfield. The problem with it is, every time you get a small map and put an absolute shit ton of weapons in it, it turns into a clusterfuck. Now, that is a good thing in a lot of respects, because it's something different to a lot of other mods, but it's also, you know, a bit frustrating. It takes some of the DayZ side of it away. You know, the hunting, the scavenging. I know this is only in an early stage at the minute. They are planning on adding a lot more. There's a whole crafting system that I'm not sure is actually fully up and running with it yet. But at the minute, the fact that you can run a couple of 100 meters, find high-end gear and players, it's always going to turn into a free-for-all in my opinion. But I really recommend checking it out if you haven't done already. It's on DayZ Commander, and I'm not sure I've got much more to say about it for now, so peace out.